Hi everyone, it's Jen here, and this little video is about Lammas or Lughnasadh, and this is the next festival on the Celtic Wheel of the Year. So it's the first harvest. Now it's called Lughnasadh because Lugh, the sun god, in the Celtic tradition, you might remember we met him at Beltane. If you go back to the Beltane videos, Lugh, the sun god, dies and goes back down into the earth for the winter time, so to make way for the feminine side of the year, for the darker side of the year, to be reborn again in spring at Imbolc. So it's very much this transitioning into the feminine part of the year now. And it's also known as Lammas, which is the Anglo-Saxon word for it, which means loaf mass. So it's essentially a celebration of the loaf. So this harvest is the grain harvest. It's the first harvest of the season. And this is a time where our ancestors would have been really busy harvesting, bringing everything in. Any fruits that had started to be grown would be preserved. Obviously we would be feasting at this time of year as well, and very much celebrating. It was traditional to create a corn dolly from the first ears of corn that were harvested as a good luck charm for the rest of the year. So when we reach Lammas or Lughnasadh at this time of year, it's a really great time to reflect on our own personal harvest. So that might be, if you're a gardener or a farmer, you might have been actually growing something. The raspberries in my garden are doing really well, and I really love to gather in medicinal herbs for the winter, to dry them and to make sure that I have plenty to keep me well in the winter months. But you might be growing other things too. And it also reflects on our own personal harvest. So what do we want to create for ourselves this year? And how are we doing with that? So what seeds did we plant at Imbolc in the spring? And how have they grown? How have they gone? How are we now gathering the benefits, the rewards of our efforts? What's our harvest situation like? Are our fruits ready to pick and to pluck, or actually do they need a little bit longer? A few more days or weeks of these summer months that we still have left. So it's a really wonderful time to give gratitude for what we have, even if that's the little things. You know, I have a roof over my head, obviously not now, but I have a roof over my head. I have enough to eat, and my body is well. Just giving gratitude for all these little things that perhaps we sometimes take for granted. And it's a time where we can really go, okay, so I've created all these things for myself, but actually now what do I want to take forwards into the winter with me? Do I want to take these things forwards, or is there stuff that I don't want to take with me? So it's a really good time to reflect on this personal harvest. And as we grow into the feminine side of the year, as the days grow shorter and the nights grow longer, this is where we really take that opportunity to kind of go within. So the darker months of the year, very much more internal and reflective. And so we need to really feel into, what do we want to take with us into the winter? And have we harvested enough to take us through, to sustain us? You know, what is it that we want to be focusing on during these winter months? So I invite you to take a moment to do that. Either perhaps go and spend a little bit of time in nature, or a bit of time in meditation, going, what am I grateful for? And I work a lot with the law of attraction, and gratitude is a really, really important emotion to have when we're bringing more abundance or bringing more to us. So we can have great gratitude for all of the things that we have created for ourselves, all the things that have been given to us this year so far, and recognize that, you know, are these things that I'm going to keep? Do I want to take them forwards into the winter, or can I put them to one side? And actually, are there newer things that I need to take into the winter, or different things? If we think about how we can celebrate this festival, Lammas or Lughnasadh, it doesn't matter what we call it, our personal choice. We can do lots of different things. So gathering fruits is a great one. I've been up on the fells and I've been picking bilberries, which make your mouth all purple, and there's just such joy in that as well. We bought some back to make a little bilberry pie with some apples. So, you know, go out and gather in the gorgeous things that nature offers us. And of course, this is the grain mass. You know, this is the time where we celebrate the grain. So bake some bread. There's something really wonderful, isn't there, about kneading bread and then popping it in the oven. The smell of freshly cooked bread, and have some celebrations with your friends. I mean, this is a really wonderful time. In the olden days, our ancestors would have gathered together to eat together as families, as big communities, to celebrate the harvest. So have a party. Why not? Any excuse to bring together people who we love and cherish and we enjoy spending time with. So Lammas or Lughnasadh is very much about a celebration of the harvest, of your own personal harvest, and I invite you to really take your time at this time of year to celebrate that.